Hey everybody and welcome. This interview, I chatted to Thijs Serfontein. Thijs is the Senior Manager at Drakenstein Municipality. He's in charge of solid waste and landfill management. Just wanted to get a brief overview of waste management in Drakenstein Municipality. We chatted about the problems of 2022 or the challenges of 2022 and also what are the new plans for 2023. Thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoy the interview with Thijs.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to share some information on waste management. We like talking rubbish, and that is why we are here today. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay.
Drakenstein Municipality, as we know, has got a city status, and there are about more than 300,000 inhabitants. Roughly about 13,500 tons of waste gets disposed every month on Wellington landfill site.
Okay.
Now, from that 13,500 tons, are about 7,000 tons are municipal waste. In other words, household waste, business waste, those type of waste that we collect with from businesses with compactors, refuse compactors. And we've got about 1,200 tons of green waste every month disposed there. There are about 2,500 tons of rubble, builders rubble, which get sometimes crushed, or what we use as covering material. And then about 2,000 tons of illegal dumping. So we collect daily illegal dumping, and there's about 52,000 pickup points per week. In other words, 52,000 wheelie bins in total, or refuse bags, where we collect weekly waste from households or businesses. And we have about 14 refuse compactors, or require 14 refuse compactors every day to collect waste from businesses and households. We have in the region of about 120 employees, which is only working in the department. And then of course we also make use of EPWP workers assisting us with collecting illegal dumping, specifically all over in different areas.
So let's talk about the challenges of Drakenstein Municipality. So of course we know the one is illegal dumping. What are the other challenges with waste management in the Drakenstein Municipality?
Drakenstein Municipality has got one landfill site, one licensed landfill site, which is Wellington landfill site. When I came here in 2018, there were about just more than 12 months of airspace available. In other words, what that means is when you've reached capacity on the landfill site, in other words, height, which on that time was 12 meters, and you are full, then you have to close the landfill site. Then we had to transport waste then either to Vissershok or Malmesbury, Swartland. And that is what Stellenbosch is currently doing at a huge cost for the ratepayer. So one of my first priorities was to, for that challenge, to create more available airspace and to reduce waste that goes to landfill site. So the municipality then applied for a height extension on the landfill site. It was approved by the Department of Environmental Affairs, and we created another, on that time, 5 years of available airspace. So then eventually, after implementing using the correct equipment, the previous financial year, we also saved 17 months of airspace, which pushed up to on that time about 6.9 years available airspace, coming from 12 months. Now, this past 12 months from December last year, 2021 until 2022, we also saved another 3 months of airspace by just doing the right managing waste, diverting green waste from the site, compacting and recycling waste. So eventually, as you can see, we're creating additional airspace. So that was the one biggest challenge which we have achieved now. Then during the same time, we had a lot of illegal, I call them on that time scavengers on the landfill site, which was really a risk, very high risk to council and specifically to the users of the site. People were robbed, people were stabbed, things were stolen, vehicles were damaged, etc. Although we are aware why people are scavenging on landfill site, you know, unfortunately we couldn't, or Drakenstein couldn't allow that. So what happened is then we managed to provide off the working surface for these waste entrepreneurs, area where they can do recycling and where they can eventually work for themselves. So we can elaborate a little bit later on that. Then of course illegal dumping is one of the biggest challenges on the moment. As I've said, there are about 2,000 tons per month of illegal dumping. It costs in the region of about 13.4 million rand per annum, per financial year, for removing illegal dumping. It's a lot of money. It's money that we could spend on a better way or more to the advantage of our communities. So in a nutshell, that is our big challenges on the moment.
Okay, so let's chat a bit about the waste pickers. We saw, I think it was in 2021, there was a small launch about the waste pickers trying to formalize the informal sector. And in 2022, you had a pilot project going. Just give us some background. I saw on social media also there were a lot of questions and how does it work? So just a basic understanding of how does the project, what's the pilot entail? How do you become a legal waste picker? What happens to the illegal waste picker? How are you going to manage it? And what happens to the waste once they collect it?
Okay, you remember I told you about the so-called illegal scavengers, which we have now accommodated, which we have legalized in the sense that they can now recycle and they can work for themselves at Paarl transfer station.
Yes.
So we accommodated them of the working surfaces.
Yes.
For the past 4 years there are 30 waste pickers. Which is now coming in every morning at 8 o'clock, working until 5 o'clock. The recycling at source project, those clear bags, the municipality collects from households. We provide households with new clear bags in exchange for a full bag. And then we offload that at the transfer station for these 30 waste entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Now, previously, when they were on the landfill side, they earn about 250 rand per week. They recycled about 18 tons, 20 tons, if so much, per month.
Okay.
After we accommodated them, and as I say, we, Drakenstein Municipality, they pushed up their income to about 1,250 rand per week, per person. And they have hit the target of 104,000 tons per month in January.
Wow. Okay.
And I give credit to the leaders there, which is doing it voluntary. It was Marilyn Peterson and her husband Solly Peterson. They are helping and organizing these waste entrepreneurs, and they are assisting the municipality.
Thanks. I just got two questions. So the one question, just for the viewer that doesn't really know, what happens at the Paarl landfill and what happens at the Wellington? What is there a difference in types of waste that can go?
Yeah. Wellington landfill site is a landfill site where you dispose finally waste.
Okay.
And you cover that daily, and it stays there for entirely.
So it goes into the ground.
That's right.
Yeah.
Paarl has got a transfer station, which is a temporary disposal facility.
Okay.
It only, what you do is you receive temporary waste.
Okay.
We dispose it into containers, and then it gets transported to Wellington landfill site.
Okay.
So people living in Paarl that do not want to drive and has not got a lot of waste and do not want to drive to Wellington landfill site can dispose it off at Paarl transfer station.
Okay. Perfect.
And the refuse compactors and green waste and builders rubble, we take it directly to Wellington landfill site. And we've got a license which is issued by Department of Environmental Affairs, which we have to manage the landfill site according to that license condition. So council has approved a budget of about 10 million rand to upgrade and to provide a facility for these waste entrepreneurs where they can formally do recycling in the waste stream, which consists of then which is disposed on conveyor belts within the building, where they can not only from the clear bags but also from the waste stream that comes out of the refuse compactors. They can take out bottles and plastics or whatever. So construction is commencing the end of February 2023, which will be completed by the end of August 2023, where we will also then install, and we will be the first municipality to install a trommel where we can extract organic food waste out of the waste stream, together with more recycling material, which will result in eventually less waste that goes to the landfill site.
100%.
All these projects are the aim to reduce waste, which is disposed on landfill site to save valuable airspace, and then of course to provide dignified jobs, which the national government prescribes. But as the municipality on its own, it's not possible to achieve all these and to do all these projects and requirements from national government. We do need the residents to assist us, and we would like to work together.
Lastly, Thijs, so it is the beginning of 2023, so what are the big ticket items on the Drakenstein waste management list? Of course, we've got the waste pickers, we've got the wastepreneurs, we've got illegal dumping. Any big projects?
Yeah, one of the big projects that we would like to address, and it actually starts now with you, is the awareness, the communication. I think we must communicate much more to our residents. We are going to make much more use of social media, specifically on illegal dumping, on street trolley projects, on waste management and the way forward. Drakenstein, as I've said previously, is also the council has approved the 10 million rand project at the Paul transfer station, and then we have already started with investigation on renewable energy. The project with the extraction of organic food waste is the first step into the direction of renewable energy, of providing a biogas plant and generating electricity. So that is on the horizon. I don't want to put too many information out, but if that could be up and running in the next 24 months, which is achievable. And council will in February approve or adopt the sector plan, the 5-year sector plan, which is actually what I've just mentioned here. Is the goal for waste management in Drakenstein, where we've got very little, just less than zero waste to the landfill site.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All the best. I see you've got a lot of balls to juggle in 2023. And I think it's also encouraging to know that part of the plan is to education and awareness. I think behavior, worldwide it is. Waste management is behavioral change, so to be able to change people. But good luck for the year. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, and thank you very much again for the opportunity. I really appreciate that, and I really hope that the public can use this information and spread that and know what we are doing behind the scenes. And that Drakenstein is really moving forwards with regards to waste management.
Moving forward to City of Excellence.
City of Excellence. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye.